So Erko Jun with us, Jun with us.
Siemanko.
Siemanko. Oh, Siemanko. Listen, you are just announced to be the fighter during the Prime number Premium 7 with Tripson.
Yes.
And as far as I know, before you defeated Popek.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
You were the winner, and Oświęcimski also you were the winner.
Yes. Yes.
But you gave way. You lost with Mariusz Podzianowski, our strongman. But I can imagine why. Anyway, so tell me something about yourself for our listeners, watchers. Something about yourself.
Well, first of all, I'm happy to be back in Poland, and many people in Poland, they know me from KSW, from my last fights, from my first fights actually in KSW. After that, I went back to Europe and did a couple of more fights in other organizations. But always I had the Polish fan base with me. So now I had the opportunity to fight again in Poland, and that's why I took the opportunity. A good chance to do some action again in Poland. Always had loyal fans here, good people, and always a good atmosphere.
And when was the last time you were fighting in KSW organization?
This was like 2-3 years ago. That was my last fight, and then after that I did a couple of other fights in other organizations, and now I'm back.
And you remember your last opponent in KSW?
Yes, it was Pudzianowski. Pudzianowski was my last opponent, and that was a fight in Croatia. That was a good fight, but people know who follow me that I took this fight after 2 years, 2.5 years training MMA, and it was my fourth fight. So I didn't really have that much experience, you know. And after that fight, actually, after those fights, I went down in weight because I took it more serious, and I started fighting that light heavyweight. 93 kilos.
92 kilos. Anyway, and what is your sports experience? Okay, we were already talking about KSW, and other maybe areas of sport you are doing, practicing.
Yeah, well, I did a lot of other fights in other organizations.
For example, like what?
Like Brave Federation, EMC. I fought also there. I did in my career like more than 3 main events for a short, actually MMA career, and also all my fights I won by knockout or TKO. So that's why people love to watch me, because when I go to fight, I really come to knock out people. I go for the action. I go for the kill always.
And anyway, do you fight professionally, or just it's your additional job, let's say?
It's actually, I'm professionally fighter. That's why I also have the questions like, what are you doing in a freak fight federation? Well, the Freak Fight Federation.
A good question.
Good question, but the Freak Fight Federation is doing smart things. They combine good fights, professional fights, with freak fights, you know. And so the combination is good because you have people from different audiences that watch it, and let's be honest, people pay for it, and also the fighters can be paid better. So that's
true.
That's the main reason. That's the main reason. You know, honestly, like fighters, professional fighters aren't good paid enough unless you fight at the top league and you're top 5. You know, so that's the sad reality. Sad reality. But it's like that. That's why we are happy that we have federations like this, where they like good fights, you know, professional fights, but also some shows, some crazy fights. I had a good time now watching some crazy fights here.
So far today, which one was the craziest for you?
I like to watch the girls fight. You know, the girls fight, especially because it was like real in the street. You know, and then of course you have some other fights that were also fun to watch, because honestly, like the guys go in the cage. I know the feeling what it's going in the cage. You know, especially as a professional fighter, and it's never the same. You're never this. It's stressful. It's a lot of emotions, and I can see it on their faces. And but it's fun to watch for myself as well.
And today it's going to be, I think, one of the craziest fights in today's event. 2 versus 2.
Yes. That's something I really want to watch. Yeah, I like that. So it's like, I like the idea.
Like fights after the football match, you know.
Yeah. People love that, and especially people in Poland. You know, they love that, and they love crazy fights. And
how about your country? Is it popular in your country, this kind of sport?
It is. In Bosnia, it's getting popular as well. But Poland has a really good, let's say, the fan base for MMA is like football in Belgium, you know, and that's why I think that's why also you have so many federations, so many organizations, and doing a great job in Poland.
And did you have a chance to watch Colosseum #2 in Poland? National Stadium, 50,000 tickets were sold.
Of course, that was also amazing, and you know, again, big applause for Poland for doing that. This shows enough that you have a really big fan base, and that I'm happy to show it again here in Poland in front of the people.
In my opinion, it even, as for how many people attended, I think it even exceeded and even exceeded UFC events.
Yeah. I think it's in the world record as well, right? The Colosseum. Yeah. I know. That's where Pudzianowski lost, I think, against Szpilka.
Szpilka. I think, but as for logistics and preparations, one of the most difficult tasks, I think, for this federation. But for what Martin Lewandowski said, it was one of the best.
I believe it. They do a good job as well. So, like I said, professional fighters, but a lot of fighters don't get paid enough, you know.
Did you see the Patryk Gleba at Colosseum 2 knockout?
Yeah. Of course.
He
went viral.
He was on the lost position, and he just made a punch from below. On the chin.
I saw it. He's a boxer, right? He was a
Yes.
boxer. It went viral, and that's something. You know, these kind of things, they stay in the memory for a long time.
I think in my life it was the first such knockout.
That you ever seen?
Yes,
it's true.
it was really amazing.
For me as well. That's why I love the sport. It's always full of surprises.
Yes, unexpected, especially MMA. It's full of surprises. Anyway, what's your preferred domina, like throwing punches from standing, or rather like grappling?
I'm a more a striker, you know. I'm a more striker, stand-up guy. But I like to wrestle as well. But usually my style is striking, so punching, kicking. I love to hurt people in the standing way, and you know, to knock people out.
And if you could count approximately, how many fights have you had so far?
I had 8 professional MMA fights, and I had 1 kickboxing fight in Russia as well. So 9 in total.
Would you like to come back to K1?
That's the good thing. That's the good thing about Prime Premium. You know, because we have fights in K1 rules.
You can do it.
Yes, I can.
You can choose.
Yes, I can choose. So that's why I like the collaboration with Prime. You can choose. You can have a K1 fight, or MMA fight, or boxing with small gloves, or you can fight 2 guys, 3 guys. You know.
Anyway, so. Do you think you will choose K1?
Yeah, maybe we'll have an opportunity to have a K1 fight as well. You know, the next one is MMA for sure with Tripson, and but maybe the next one, who knows? You know, it would be nice.
Okay, and tell me just on a daily basis. In what club do you train, or you prepare for the future fights?
Well, in Belgium we have a couple of clubs where I train. I go to Bors.
What town in Belgium?
In Antwerp.
I was there.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well,
Antwerpen.
Exactly, Antwerpen. Yeah. In Belgium, I have a couple of clubs. I have Celtics Club for my striking. I have Bors Club for wrestling, and in Breda, Combat Brothers for.
I was in Breda.
Oh, also.
I have friends in Breda.
Okay, so I don't need to tell you everything. In Breda, I have Combat Brothers, and of course UFD Gym is my main gym where I'm going for sparring when I have a fight. That's where I prepare in Düsseldorf.
Okay. Anyway, so I wish you good luck in the future. Let's hope, not at all. Let's hope to see you soon. It's not yet announced when. We are going to wait for the official announcement of the federation, and so I hope we can repeat this interview after the next Prime 7 gala.
Dziękuję.
Thank you. Dziękuję. Bye.